Hey.
Hello. It is Right Way Wednesday.
Hey, everybody.
I got my boo here with me, y'all.
The music won't play.
The music won't play. I bind it in the name of Jesus. It won't come on.
Nah, it won't come on.
That's so lame. It's all good, though. We're going to wait on some people to come in. You want to play it all? Let's finish and start it again. What you think?
I don't know. We're going to wait. We got technical difficulties. Oh, there you go.
So lame. Y'all don't want to do it like that.
But hey, we're here. Just the computer had to catch up to us. We were moving a little too fast for it. And there it goes. It stops again. But hey, we're just going to keep it moving. It's going to be all right. Praise the Lord anyway. We're going to close it. And we're just going to keep it moving. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to wait for more people to show up and come on into the live.
I hope y'all had a great day today.
Amen. Everybody.
Where y'all at tonight?
Right.
I have been a bit under the weather, y'all. This weather is so crazy.
We both have.
My whole house been snotty, okay? I went out with them kids we went out with them kids last night, and baby, I paid for it today. Luckily, I don't go back to work till tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be feeling a little better. Excuse me, that was real rude, y'all. But hopefully I'll be a little better by tomorrow.
Right. So we're just waiting. So if not, we're gonna give people a couple more minutes, and we're gonna get started. We're gonna get started.
I don't like this dead air.
Well, you sing then. She can sing. I don't know why she tripping.
I'm trying to have my vocals on rest, y'all. I'm already snotty. And then I gotta do a revival on the 17th of November, the 17th through the 20th, with Prophetess Hope Campbell.
Amen.
And Apostle Jay McPherson. It is going to be awesome. If y'all can catch them, they have lives all the time. They are delivering folks through Facebook. Do you hear me?
Right.
So.
Can't say God don't work.
Amen.
So. He might not work. He ain't working only in the four walls. He out here in the streets too. So, hey, believe it's happening. The movement don't stop at the church.
Amen.
So you want to go ahead and get started?
Sure. Let's get started.
Go ahead.
So, on last week we discussed. Well, the last time we were together.
Yeah. We
were talking about how husbands should treat their wives. The series before that, we were teaching the women how to, take care of their husbands. But this time, we wanted to focus on the men taking care of their wives. So, just a recap of what we did the last time. We talked about her greatest need is love. Mm-hmm. The battle that she constantly has with Satan in her mind, not feeling like she's good enough. Not being able to get everything done that she needs to get done.
Yeah.
So those were some of the things we talked about. We also talked about how he loves her, his communication with her. How does he express himself when he's speaking to his wife? Right. So that was some of the things that we talked about the last time we were together. And so this time we were going to talk about 3 more things. And the first one that we were going to talk about was what you say affects me deeply. Mm-hmm. Men don't really realize that what y'all say to us, it weighs on us. We have to hear things outside of the house. You know what I'm saying? Out in the world, out on the job, your girlfriends or supposed to be friends, they say and they do things. But please forgive me. But when we come home, we're supposed to be able to have a rest haven when we get home, just like it is supposed to be for him. So the things that y'all say, it affects us. We never forget what you say in an argument.
That's true. I mean, women don't know. They're like elephants. The old saying goes, an elephant never forget. Not saying women, like size-wise like elephants, but they brain as far as that, they going to remember everything that you say. You could be said it 40 years ago. You remember what you said. You said that I was big, black, and ugly. And they'll bring it up. That's just what they do. They are like the ultimate computer when it comes to arguments, and store everything up. So, and when they say the human mind is faster and better than the computer, we just hadn't reached the potential. I think women have tapped into that a little bit. Yes,
and sure have.
And so, and we do, like men, we speak before we think a lot. And the old saying says, think before you speak. Even the Bible says, be slow to speak and quick to hear. But we say things out of anger and out of hurt and out of frustration sometimes, and men, we have to get to the point where we are able to talk to our spouse or talk to just somebody else, or to let our frustration out, so that we may be able to come home and not lash out at our wives and our children, because it don't only spills over into the wives that we're talking about, it also spills over into the children. A lot of times you come home, you be frustrated at the job, people get on your nerves at the job, but you bring it home and you take it out on your wife or your children. And she's had to deal with things of things going on at her job, and people saying things about her. She's finding out people talking about her behind her back, or she may want to come to you. She just may be tired and be like, babe, I'm tired of these folks. And you be like, so, blah, blah, blah. You go off, and now it's a big argument because you tired also. But you have to give an account to her feelings. Those are her feelings. So you have to take care of her. And if you don't take care of her, she can't take care of you. Right. So if she's not taking care of you, then the marriage is going to fall apart because you're not taking care of her. So you got to prioritize your things and be able to say, hey, I'm going to try to take into account to her feelings and not lash out as often. That was my thing. We've discussed it and we've talked about it a lot. I have a tendency to hold stuff in a lot, and sometimes I may feel like she's antagonizing me, but she's actually not. She's really there trying to help, but I'll take it as she's trying to hurt me, but she's really not trying to hurt me. So I don't really pay attention to it, and I lash out, and then at the end of it, she be like, "Did it really take all of that? No, did it really take all that?" And I have to, calm myself back down and then think about it, and I have to apologize. So men, you have to own up to it and say that you was wrong in the situation. You were wrong at that point in time. You can't always blame everything on the other party. Men are notorious for that. And it started with Adam. And I'm going to go to the Bible. When he told God said, son, who told you? It was that woman you gave me. I ain't do it by myself.
That woman.
It was her. Me. It was that woman that you gave me. You pulled her out my rib, put me to sleep, built her up, and had her come to me. You handed her to me like this. And
you know how good she looked.
Yeah, she knows she was beautiful. But he blamed it on her. He put it on her. He didn't take responsibility for that. So men, we have to take responsibility for our actions in those arguments. Even though they remember everything, you may not even remember it. I promise you ain't, because you're gonna be moved on.
Forget.
You can be moved on to the next thing. But guess what? They're gonna remember that what you said about them, or what you said to them, or how you treated them at that time.
And it takes us a while to get over it.
Yeah,
it does. You got to be genuine. When you hurt your significant other with your words, you may have not meant them, but I'm the kind of person, if you said it while you was mad, you meant it. But you may have not meant it in that way, but take time with your wife or your girlfriend or whatever. Take time and nurture that place that you broke. Right. So many times in relationships, you feel like, that takes me to my next point. I'm saying I'm sorry doesn't mean the same thing when you always say it, but you still do the exact same thing.
Right.
It don't make no difference if you're going to just do it over again.
Right.
Why keep saying I'm sorry for the same thing and you just going to keep doing it? That's not fair. And you wonder why she got an attitude, or you wonder why she not receiving your sorry. Because guess what? You say sorry all the time. You say sorry about the same thing. Well, babe, I ain't gonna do that no more. Or, babe, I'm sorry that I said that. Or, babe, bruh, stop saying I'm sorry. Because you're not, you
really not sorry.
You really not sorry.
I mean, sometimes...
you just want to calm her down. So, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sometimes it may be like you said. You saying this, you're right. Sometimes they do it over and over. Some men do it subconsciously. They do it. They don't really pay attention to what they're doing. He might be a sorry dude. You're right. Mario, y'all's voice is wild. But yeah, you can. But a lot of times, men, they say they sorry, and a lot of times they don't really understand the fullness or the effect that it has on the relationship or in the argument. Because you may say that you're sorry, and then like I was saying, she's still holding on to the first time that you did it. So it could be 3 months or 3 years later, and you do it again, and you say I'm sorry, but you said it the last time. I forgot that was 3 years ago. But I'm just that's what I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, even though it's the same thing, it's the same problem. Men don't have the tendency to dwell on the things that are going. They live in the moment.
Right.
We don't live in the future. We don't live in the past. We live for right now. And if it ain't going, if it happened 20 minutes ago, we like, well, whatever. We done moved on. So it's not like we're just trying to forget about your feelings. It's just that we live in the present moment. So when we say we sorry, we are sorry for at that time. So once we say we're sorry, we moved on. We forgive it. We're done with it.
But that brings me to the point of saying, okay, yes, you're sorry, but take time and nurture that place that's broken. Okay, you said you sorry. You was in such and such inbox. Or you like, some of us petty. From time to time, I'm a little petty. I'm like, oh, so you liked her picture? Oh, that's a heart on her picture? What? That's how you felt? Okay, but guess what? That come from something that happened a long time ago. But guess what? Because he didn't take time and nurture that place and made sure that, okay, she's confident in this area. Not saying that that's how it is, but she's confident in this area. She know I'm not going to do this. If you have brought a lack of trust into your relationship, don't be upset when every time something go on, she mad or she don't trust you. Because guess what? You didn't take time to nurture that area. When you got text messages and all this extra stuff from other females and you tell her, babe, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that anymore. Guess what? For a while, you need to have a phone that ain't got no passcodes on it. Because she need to be able to see what's going on. You need to be able to say, you got to rebuild that trust. You think it's supposed to be, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it no more. And then when she get mad about it again, you pissed off now. Well, I said, every time I turn around, you think you just gonna keep blaming me. But guess what? You gotta nurture that area, because the things that you say and the things that you do, we carry those things way longer than y'all do. Just like he said, when y'all in that moment, y'all handle that moment and y'all going on about your business. But women we're not equipped like that. God made us emotional beings. That part that was in that rib that y'all ain't got, he gave it to us. Okay? So be a little more gentle with us. Be a little more nurturing to us. Be more understanding with us.
It's really like the upbuilding with the words. You really have to, words of affirmation are really big to women. I know black women, I don't know about, other races because I never dated another race, but I know black women have to have the upbuilding, the nurturing of the words of affirmation, letting them know that they are beautiful, letting them know that they are strong, that they are confident, that they are wondrous. And that's a word that me and my auntie used to say. we can't, wondrous and wonderifical. That's our word, wonderifical. If you want to take it, I take it. You know what I'm saying? They are wonderifical. You have to build them up in order for them to, like she was saying, nurturing that part. Because a lot of hurt comes from self-esteem issues, and the self-esteem issues stem from back when they were a child. Maybe their mother didn't, give them words of affirmation of their father, or even when they was in school, they got picked on, they got talked about. Some women may have been held to a higher standard than others. They may have to been perfect all their life, and then when something happens and they slip up, they don't really know how to handle that downfall. So you have to understand and be able to uphold them as men, to be able to uphold your wives in that, or your spouse, or your girlfriend or whatever in that regard. Because if they are seen if they are held to a higher standard, and you're not really holding them to that, they kind of feel like, am I really supposed to be doing these types of things? So you have to reaffirm them in what they're doing, especially if they're doing things outside, or owning their own businesses or things like that, or giving them confidence to step out and do what they want to do. You know, you can just give them words of wisdom sometimes. Sometimes you've been there, or you know people who have done it. Mm-hmm. So it's okay to be able to step out of your own comfort zone and go hug her and be like, hey, baby, it's going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, instead of going off on her, you know, like, man up. You know what I mean?
Like my friend on here. I know we ain't no babies,
right?
But we are gentle human beings. You know, you like that gentle part of us when it's necessary, but you got to be able to take the whole package. Okay, you got to be able to take the gentleness all the way around. We need that extra. We need that extra. What would you call it, baby? That extra. That's our security. We feel secure in you. When you're able to, like, somebody said they ain't leaving their phone unlocked. Okay, so when I had that issue, because we didn't grew past this place, I got the password now. We've been together a long time. I got the password now. And it wasn't that he was cheating on me, but he was just a private person. And he felt like his word was his word. Look.
Word is bond, son.
And I'm like, look, you chose to be with me. You knew I had all these issues. I need to see what's going on in this phone. I see you locking your phone. I see you got all these passwords. You know what I'm saying? You need to understand where I'm coming from. And for a long time, we battled with that. But he had to get to a place and understand, okay, I'm with this woman that these men and did such and such and such and such and such to her. Okay, let me try to make this work. Let me try to fix this. Let me try to make this open communication, because guess what? If you never let her in your phone, if you get a text message and you try to silence the phone real quick, even if you ain't doing that, bruh, it look like you doing something in her mind. Because just turn the tables around. If her phone always locked, if every time her phone rings, you can't never see who calling, you can't never see the text message, everything is just locked in private, you gonna feel like, okay, who she messing around with? What she got to hide? In a relationship, it's supposed to be complete open communication. If you got I had to get over him having female friends, because that's just who he is. He is everybody's friend. For some reason, women are just drawn to him.
I see
and
why.
I
know why. You know, I know why.
I'm crazy, but guess what? He built up enough trust in me to understand that he's not going to cheat on me, because he took that time to nurture those broken areas in me.
That's what I was about to say. I was going to say, it's good to get to know your spouse. You got to understand where she's coming from, where she has been to where she is now. Because a lot of times we see where they are now. We see the beautiful woman that they've become. We see them confident, they're intelligent, they're moving, they're doing great things out there in the world. But we don't know what it took to get them to that place. You know, when I met her, she was independent. She was on her own. She had her own car, her own apartment. She had a front office job. And I was just like, oh, I need that. And I was
going to school.
And she was going to school.
And I ain't had no kids.
And she had no kids. But, you know.
Shut up.
But, you know, it was that. And then, but once I got with her, I understood the things that she had been through. You know, I had to sit there and listen to how men had dogged her out, you know, cheated on her multiple times, you know, and she was still loyal to them and still trying to be with them. And the things that, you know, in her past that, you know, that she had to live through growing up from childhood, you know, in my mind, being the man that I am, I had to be able to say, hey, babe, it's okay. I understand that you've been through those things, but I'm gonna stay here and work with you through those things. I'm not gonna force my beliefs down on you or anything like that. I'm gonna let you understand where I'm coming from, and I'm just gonna show you. I'm not going to be able to just speak it to you. I'm just gonna have to show it to you. I'm gonna have to show you that I care about you. I'm gonna have to show you that I'm not that same man that was I'm not the same man that did you wrong. I'm not the man that was over there cheating on you and then still coming home to you that same night. Mm-hmm. I'm not the man that was going to take all your money and spend it on another girl. I'm not that man that's going to come home and talk down to you and try to tear you down so I can build myself up to be a man. No, I'm going to do it the opposite way. I'm going to have to show you that way. And for a long time when we first started, she always told me, I'm damaged goods, you don't want me, you don't want me, you don't want me. But I was able to take her broken pieces with the help of the Holy Spirit and mend her and turn her to this beautiful thing, this goddess that y'all see.
Already,
you know,
she's, he just added a little icing on top of the cake, okay?
But you know, it's a process, and a lot of times men do not have patience. See, women have patience built into them for the sake of motherhood.
That's
you know.
good.
Women have patience built into them because for the sake of motherhood, for them being mothers, they have to have the patience for the children. And so a lot of times, we talked about this a few weeks ago for the women, for them talking to the men. They always, with them having such a nurturing and such a patient spirit within them, they see us as kind of like their children. But at the same time, it's not so much as us being their children. They just see the nurturing and having the patience to be with us. And so we have to have that same type of patience with them. So we don't necessarily always see eye to eye on everything because she's more patient than I am sometimes in some areas. In some areas I'm more patient than she is. So it takes that maturity to understand and say, hey, I understand my wife is going through these things. It's things that built up from her childhood, things that built up as she's been a grown woman, because it's a lot of women that out here that say there are no good men out there, there aren't nobody out there that's trying to take care of me and help be there for me. But at the same time, you have to understand where she is coming from, the reason why she is saying that. You know, because you can say all day like, hey, you know, I'm just going to try to do what I do, my thing. You just going to have to get it. We're going to be together. But in order for it to properly work, you got to have that open line of communication. So
exactly. So, all right. So
that's a long. We was on that one for
we
a while.
was on that one for a while, but
that was a good.
It was a good one because men got to understand. You know, you want the pretty girl and you want the full package. You know, she bad. She got all this going on, but you got to be able to nurture that brokenness that's inside of her, because just like it. Y'all ain't all together either. Y'all got some daddy issues. Y'all got some mama issues. Y'all got issues too, but y'all try to hide them. Us, that we just out there with them, okay? So it's a little different. So the next one was romancing me.
Yeah. That's the thing. The romancing your woman is just like this. The way I looked at it is, if at all possible, you still treat her like you was trying to get her. It's like you chasing her. I chase this one here all day. She be mad at me. Why don't you stop? She get tired of me because I'm going to chase that thing like I ain't never had it before. I'm going to try to I'll go after her like it's the first time, every time.
Every time.
You know what I'm saying?
Every day,
you know, every day.
y'all.
You know, I chase after her every day. Like we still, like it's like we've been together 13 years and I still act like we just met. You know, I treat it like that. We try to go out and as much as we can because we had the kids. You know, sometimes we can't go out as much. But at home, I try to
we
make
lock
that,
them doors,
you know,
baby. Y'all better get that lock that door spirit. There's
Right.
a lot of these wives out here that won't go in the room and close the door. Guess what? Mom and Daddy got to have that time. Y'all got to romance one another.
Right.
You got to set some boundaries, okay? And understand that, okay, kids, my kids know now. After so long, they used to come to the door all the time. We still got one, Ariana, that just insists on coming to the door. But guess what? Chastity and Caleb don't come that way because now they understand Mom and Daddy got our set aside time. Y'all will be all right. We coming when we...
But, you know, like she was saying, like, you got to have that romance. And, like, sometimes when, like, we were saying the last time we was on, you got to find what she really enjoyed. Like, if I know she loves flowers. So sometimes I just go, I get off work at 4:00 in the morning. I'll stop by Walmart, grab me a bouquet of flowers. And when she wake up in the morning, I'll be asleep. I'll be set them up. They be on the table. Sometimes I get a card and sometimes I write stuff in there and they be sitting on the table just to show that I appreciate her. You know, I appreciate who she is and who she's become, the woman that she has become. The things that she does for me, she don't have to do. You know, she don't have to cook for me. You know, because that's what my grandma always told me. Ain't no woman got to cook for you. You got to learn how to cook, boy.
He busting butt trying to get home and cook my baby lunch before he go to work.
Right. So, I mean, it's those things that you have to appreciate. You know, a lot of men don't appreciate the washing of the clothes, the keeping the house clean, even with the children, trying to watch the children while you at work, or cooking for the whole family after she's gotten off of work. You know, so those are things that you have to address. Like I said, keep chasing after her like it's the first time y'all met. You know, even when we be in the store, I'll walk up behind her and I grab me a good old handful of love. You know what I'm saying? Grab me a good old handful of that thing, right? You know, I let them know, hey, they're mine right here. They got stamp on it. I used to tell her all the time, I got papers down at the courthouse. We on record. You know. So I mean, it's the romancing is a simple but powerful tool to use in your relationship with your wife. You know, it's a simple tool. And it doesn't take much. I could bring home a bag of bacon cheddar fries. My baby be happy. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what she like. You know, it's that thing of, it's those little things that you really, a lot of people, you got to pay attention to the details, man. You know, we like watching football. You understand the plays and trying to get in the touchdown. But you got to understand the details of your relationship, the intricacies of her.
That's right, Sam.
You got to understand that she may like a little bottle of Moscato. She might like, you know, some Smirnoff. A little hen. You know what I'm saying? I got some
girlfriends that like the hen.
You know what I'm saying? She might like that hen. You know, hey, we going to keep it 100. We Christian. Remember that we still love Jesus, but we going to keep it 100 with y'all. You know, so you have to understand those. Some women may need that little sip every now and then, you know, to take the edge off. You know, that's just being tremendously honest. You know, so you have to understand those little pieces that to help take care of her, to help build her up, because she goes through so much, man. Man, I just wanna stress that women go through a lot. They have a lot. They watch TV. They have the stuff they have to go through on TV. The stuff that's coming through their phone on Facebook. The women on Instagram. The stuff that they see in movies. The stereotypes. These things, you have laws being passed now. I think I seen on Facebook it was a newscast or something about a high school passed a law saying the black women couldn't wear natural hair. You know, it's those things. Some women don't want to use that. Some women are trying to let they hair, you know, grow out and grow through things like that. So you have to be able to build them up and lift them up in those areas and romance them, man. You got to tell them they beautiful every day. You know, sometimes, see, my love language is touch. So she knows when I'm loving on her, she knows that I'm
going to touch.
touch.
But my love language, now that I've gotten a little older, a little better, mine is doing stuff around the house.
Right.
Okay? And I feel like it should be a joy, not a chore. Because if you know it makes me happy, why not do those little things that you know are going to make me happy? Because if you make me happy, I'm going to make you happy.
Right.
Okay? So we got to learn how to romance each other more. And like he said, it don't have to be big stuff. It don't have to be.
You ain't got to pay the $6,000 for the ring.
You can go get her car washed and detailed.
Right.
Some women get off on that. Okay. You can run bath water. We like baths. Women like to take baths. Run bath water. Get her some. Go to Bath and Body Works and get the special. Get the $12 special, $30 special. It don't take a whole lot to please a woman. A woman is so much easier than
some
women. Real women are so much easier than the world has made us out to be, especially black women. We are a lot easier than they say. If we know that you love us and that you're investing in what we have together, baby, we can go to Popeyes and get a $5 box, and that's our date.
Right.
And we happy about it.
One of my friends from school.
And we're happy about it.
Right.
You know, me and Tristan, for a long time, we was in a position all we could do was go on $1 menu. But that was going to be our date. We was $1 menu and a Netflix watching. We was going to watch movies at home. But guess what? It was about us spending that time together, romancing on, loving on one another. Right. He made sure that no matter the situation, no matter what we was going through, I knew that he loved me. And that's all that we want to know, y'all. It's so simple. If we just... Yes, Adrian. All we need to know is that you love us.
At least.
That's our 100%.
Right.
The romance and all that you love us. That it is nothing that we're going to do. You know, we get into our little pout fits. But guess what? We do that because we want some attention.
Yeah. And that's that, she need some real... She need that. That's that. I need some attention, you know, in the room.
Oh God, everybody ain't like me.
A lot of them are. They just don't. They afraid to say it.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be afraid to express yourself the right way if you're going, because he can't read your mind.
Yeah.
So if you don't express it the right way, you know, sometimes you just have to come out and say, "Look, we need some time together. We need to spend some quiet time, some quality time, me and you, without the kids, without the family, just me and you. Mm-hmm. Just me and you."
That's it, baby.
You know,
put that Pandora playlist on.
Yeah.
And keep it kicking.
Yeah.
That Sade Radio is the bomb, baby.
You better know that.
Okay, so now we've talked about what you say. And this is actually a part of it too. So we talked about what you say, how it deeply affects me, romancing me. And then the little things are big to me. We've kind of already touched on that. Mm-hmm. They big to me. You know, y'all say things. Okay? Y'all say things. And it's really not meant the way that you say it. But the way you say it, it's big to me.
Yeah, that tact. I'm learning. I'm still learning about the tact.
It's big to me. You know, learning. If I ask you to take out the trash at 5 o'clock and at 5:15 it's still sitting there, that's big to me, okay? Because I asked you to do it. Why we gotta do everything on your time? That takes it into a whole nother argument. If I say that a lot of us in relationships, you know, we have to go through the family part of it, and a lot of mamas and daughter-in-laws don't get along. You know, if your mama didn't speak to me when I walked in the house, it's I know my mom and them crazy don't pay them no attention, but it's big to me. We have to stop blowing off things that our significant others may complain about or say that they hurt about because it don't affect you or you don't have no feelings about it. Your feelings don't determine my feelings. Excuse me. Don't determine my feelings. God gave you feelings. God gave me feelings. What hurts my feelings or what bothers me, you supposed to be able to, how can I say it, babe?
You're supposed to be able to feel what she's feeling.
Right. I ain't going to say feel what I'm feeling.
But understand it.
But understand it and say, well, baby, if I hurt your feelings or if that bothered you, I'm sorry. Right. The end. Because you can't tell me.
About your feelings.
Come on.
Them her feelings. You can't tell her that she wrong for feeling the way that she feel. Those are her feelings. She has the right to feel that way because she felt wrong. Mm-hmm. Everybody's not like you. Everybody don't have the nonchalant attitude that I have because I could care less.
Ooh, Jesus, it took me a long time.
Yeah, because I can care less. I'm gonna be honest. I can care less. You know, what you say or what you do don't affect my life because I have to give an account of what I do. You know, you can do me wrong or say what you want to me, but I'm gonna keep it moving. You know, but I had to learn to understand that she has feelings and what people say to her and what people do to her affect, even if they are part of my family. I have to understand, like, hey, I have to address it sometimes. You know, sometimes you have to address those people that are in your family, your in-laws, and address them accordingly. You don't have to be disrespectful about it, but you let them know that you felt disrespected and they can't make you feel any other way because those are your feelings.
Right.
They may have not meant it that way, but at the same time, they have to understand, like, hey, maybe next time I maybe need to handle it a little differently. Right. You know, the same thing goes with your spouse. You know, the tactfulness is about being able to communicate. It's a big part of communication, the tactfulness. Mm-hmm. Like today, we was having a conversation in the car today. I had said something to her, and she just got all upset, and I was just like, that ain't what I meant. Well, that's how you said it. Well, I didn't mean it that way, baby.
Come on.
I'm sorry if I made you feel that way, but that's not how I meant. Oh, okay.
We gotta be humble in these marriages and in these relationships, y'all. We gotta understand that. Look, this is my relationship. Mm-hmm. This is the person I gotta lay down with. You know, we play such hard butts We don't want to say sorry. We want to stay mad. Somebody go sleep on the couch. That don't happen in the right house. Because we're not going to go to bed on our wrath. That's what the words say. We ain't going to let the sun go down on our wrath. If we get into bed and we mad, guess what? We ain't going to sleep mad. It's going to be, oh, you still mad?
Right.
No, I ain't mad. I was waiting on you to say I was waiting on you to say something. We have to be humble in our relationships and understand that, look, this is the person that I chose to be with. This is the person that I'm going to love, and I'm going to do whatever it takes. If you with a person and you're not willing to do whatever it takes to stay there and be there,
hey, I don't know what you're there for.
It's something wrong with that.
No, because it's a compromising place that you have to be in. Many men and women, they don't really they like it their way, and there's the only way. That is gonna happen. If it don't, we've talked to many people, and it's always, well, if I wanted to go this way, I want my shirt ironed diagonally and not quarter corner. I mean, it's the truth. When you hear people that have crazy demands, and you just be like, really, bro, that's what you mad about? Are you serious? You gonna leave her because of that? No, you're gonna let her iron the way that she wants to iron. Because guess what?
If you want it done,
it's getting done. You know what I'm saying? She boiled water on the small eye instead of the big eye.
That's how petty the conversations be.
Right.
Y'all would not believe the petty conversations that we hear about.
And that's how petty it be. But the truth of the matter is, you need to go ahead and understand that, it's got to, you have to, in order to have a great relationship, you're going to have to understand that y'all are two different people coming together to become one. So guess what? Embrace the individuality of you all. You know what I'm saying? Understand that she might cook greens a little different than you cook them. You know what I'm saying? She might.
My grandmama cook them.
See, there you go. But those things like that. It's those things. It be those things like that. People be ready to end a relationship over, or they may not, cut the grass, or you know what I'm saying. They may want to get somebody to come by. You a man? Why don't you go out there and cut it? I don't want to. I want to pay somebody. Some people argue over little things like that. Somebody sweeping the floor, things like taking out the trash, like she said, waiting 15 minutes. It's those little things that, uphold or stop a marriage from even growing. If you don't embrace your individuality, then you won't really be able to grow.
That's it. You
got to understand that, like I said, y'all are two different individuals coming together to be one. So it's going to be different things. My apostle, Keith Moore, shout out to him.
We miss you.
He had a great teaching on this one day in church about families. And you have two different families, and you have two different teachings coming from each family. But when they come into the household together, they clash because they're two different teachings. One may like to whoop, the other one may like to send the time out. So you have the clash of the families right there. So in order to make it, you have to take bits and pieces and make it your own, to create your own path, so that you can create your path for your children, so they can take it and create their own path. So it's not that you're going to forget what you were taught. You're just going to take little by little and make it your own. And
it takes time to do that, y'all.
Right.
But both parties have to be willing to do that. And when we have our arguments or we say our little things, we should learn from our arguments. Arguments should not be something that we dwell in. They should be something we learn from. Okay, well, we argued about this the last time. We ain't gonna do that this time.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, we gotta come together and understand that this is my significant other that I chose to be with. And if we gonna be together, it's some stuff I'm gonna have to chew that I don't want to chew.
Amen.
It's not all about how I feel. It's not all about how they feel. But let's figure out what we can do to come together. So many times, we compromise. We, in relationships like the holidays coming up, you got to learn how to compromise. We can't go to your mama house every year.
Right.
We can't go to your mama house every year. So this year, his mom is coming from Arizona. So guess what? She going to be here a whole week. We going to go from house to house. We going to spend time with her. I'm going to try to get her to come here and stay with us, because she is the best grandmama ever. Myrna Wright Whiting, the best grandmama ever. Try to get her to come here and stay. Okay. But you got to learn how to compromise on those things. We can't make it all about us, the individual. When it's a marriage, when it's us trying to come together, we got to figure out what works best for us. Like he said, with the plant and bringing stuff together, what worked in your mama house and what worked in your mama house not gonna work in this house. So let's take the pieces from that place and the pieces from that place and bring it together.
The compromise to bring them together to make your own plan. You know, we have like she was saying, the holidays coming up. You know, people have their own traditions and holiday specials. Like, some people like to put up their Christmas tree after Thanksgiving. You know, some people like to put them up before Thanksgiving. You know, well, my mama didn't put it up till, you know, and took it down the day after, you know. But in your house, it may not work like that. You know what I'm saying? In your house, you can do what you want to do. Guess what? It's your house. You know, it's not your mama's house. It's not your dad's house. It's not your brother's house. It's not your sister's house. It's your house. So you have to make your house yours. You can't. You can take a blueprint and look at it like houses. Some houses are built on the same foundation as far as size wise, but the interior of the house look different.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You may have the right, you know, the same foundation, but your interior may look different. You know, your living room may be on the other side of the house than what your mom's house was, or your dad's house, or your sister's house, or your brother's house is. Your kitchen may be, you know, flipped a certain way, but guess what? It's still a house. It's still a house. So you just have to understand that just because it looks different or it's done a different way, that is, you know, not the same thing. That is not, you know, it's not going to be shown in love. It's not going to be graced. You know what I'm saying?
Make up your own traditions.
Right.
Okay. Dude, what he said?
You're going to mine every year. That's not a question.
That's not fair. We got to get you there, Willie, because I was like that at the beginning. I was like, what? We got people to phone every holiday. But guess what? I had to get over that, and then we figured it out. He had to figure out, look, it can't be like that, because he was one of them. I don't eat everybody.
I still don't.
But he will eat my folks' food now. But he still gonna ask who did what.
It's just a tradition, I guess you would say. You know, so I was raised. You know. My grandma just didn't play that. She didn't, you know, I just say people that know
your house in your life now.
Right, so. It is mine, and I'm gonna make sure that I make, because everybody can't cook. Willie know what I'm talking about. Vaughn, that's what I'm talking about. Vaughn, you know what it is. You know everybody don't cook. You know what I'm saying?
So that was what we wanted to talk to y'all about tonight. Okay. Some Tristan does too. Right. I guess it's a man thing, because they don't want to eat. From certain people, they come in and ask who made the potato salad. That's just how their mamas raised them. But I guess that's a good thing. Because can't nobody poison you like that.
Right. Can't nobody put that voodoo on you. Be like, I'm chasing after that, but I got a wife. No,
you
don't
so
do
stupid.
that. Yeah, can't wait to see you.
We can't wait to see y'all too.
Miss y'all.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's inevitable that we got to get together. We got to keep these relationships going, man. We gotta, cause the attack on marriages as far as young people, and that's gonna probably be one of our topics in the coming weeks. Is about marriage as a young couple. You know, I know we've been hearing that a lot. You know, about getting married at a young age is wrong. You're supposed to wait. You know, you got to play the field and do all that.
Baby, tell them when we got married.
I was 22.
And I was 21. Okay, so it is possible.
And you know, it's all about
it's your foundation.
It's your foundation. You got to understand that, hey, and what you see is what you can build from. And if you don't have the positive reinforcement in your life, then a lot of times I understand that. And I don't hold that against people. People like, well, how you gonna say? I can't hold you. That's what you were brought up in. You know what I'm saying? That's what you seen.
But we got to change the mindset.
We got to change, and that's why we're doing what we're doing right now to help change people. Mindsets, their thought process, the things that they see. We want to show you that, hey, it's possible. You can do that. You don't have to get a divorce. You can work through problems. And there is greater on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, with the dating, continuously date. Just because you get married don't mean the sex stop, don't mean the dating stop, don't mean the loving stop. It continues on. You know what I'm saying? And it gets better, way better. You know what I'm saying? Because you're learning your partner, you're learning what they like, you learn what they don't like, you learn what they like to eat. So sometimes when they come home, you have everything cooked. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. So you know what I'm saying? You know how things are known to be. Instead of you having to try to play the field, learn like 15 different people. You know, you only have time to focus on one. When you focus on that one thing, you come great at it. You know, so when you focus on that and you focus on your marriage and everything like that, then you understand that that everything is going to go, the way that you need it to go. So, with that being said, I don't know if you got anything else.
I don't have anything else. I just want to say that we hope this series,
these last two
series, helped y'all, how to treat your significant other.
Yes.
If
you didn't get a chance to watch the one about how wives should treat their husbands, go back on our page. I posted them on there, so you can go back and you can watch. Melissa, the struggle is real, right? But you can go back and watch our other videos that we had at the beginning of the. I think it was last month. So you scroll down to the bottom of the page. Those other videos on how the wives should treat their husbands. These last two have been on how wives should husbands should uphold their wives. So we hope that you all are getting as much as we are enjoying the teaching this to you all. We hope you're enjoying this. We hope that everything is being soaked up and soaked in and poured into your life, so that you may be able to apply it to your life in order to move on and help your relationship grow. We ask that you like the video. We ask that you watch the video, and we ask that you share the video with each and everybody on your friends list. Send them invites to come like our page.
Love you too.
Whatever that needs to be done. We thank y'all for doing this. We're gonna try to get better video quality, and we're trying to work on getting better sound quality to you all. I know it's not that bad right now, but we want to do better. We want to do everything in excellence. We want to keep you all moving, so y'all won't have to have, a little bit. We're going to have, some other things for you all to be looking out for too later on. So we got some stuff we're pushing in the future. So we hoping everything is going good for you all. She said she got something else.
I would like y'all to inbox us some couples night ideas. I've been trying to come up with different stuff to do, but I'm trying to keep it feasible. Everybody ain't got it like that. So I'm trying to keep it feasible where everybody can be involved. So if y'all got any ideas, any questions, anything that you think would be great for our couples to do, then inbox us, please. Like we say, inbox us and don't nobody inbox. Mm-hmm. But then you see you on the street, you got this, that. Inbox us some ideas. We got some stuff on the table, but I just want to make sure that everybody's gonna be involved, and not just couples. We want to do some stuff with the single men and the single women too. Right. So we love you guys. We pray that y'all, like he said, that this was good seed and it fell on good ground. And we ask that God continues to bless y'all, to keep y'all, to cover y'all house and y'all children and y'all every day. And we'll see you guys next time. Love you, honey bunches.
Love y'all.